Hello. A lot of rain and wind recently, and really quite stormy around some western coasts. How about the outlook for the next 10 days or so? Well, I think the next few days will bring further bouts of wind and rain, and relatively mild too. After that, there are indications that high pressure may build from the south and the weather could settle down, but not necessarily everywhere. Let's concentrate on the here and now. So the weather map for Sunday, and this is actually Storm Fergus approaching Ireland with some very strong winds here. To the south of this area of low pressure, a plume of relatively mild air streaming into many parts of Western Europe. Now let's concentrate on Sunday then. So I think overall it is going to be another fairly wet day, but towards the end of the day, things may actually dry out across some western parts of the country. So this is midday. You can see that band of rain, or the weather front, spiraling into the centre of Storm Fergus here as it approaches Western Ireland. And notice this clearance to the west of the weather front. So actually the weather may end up being pretty decent around the middle of the afternoon. 14 in Plymouth, but colder there in the lowlands of Scotland, and wet too with that rain continuing into the evening hours on Sunday. And then these strong winds moving from Ireland, transferring into the Irish Sea. So eventually turning very blustery with further rain across western parts of the UK Sunday evening. So really, we're in quite a stormy spell of weather at the moment. Now here's Monday then. So as one area of low pressure pulls away, so the remnants of Storm Fergus, another low pressure approaches, but we are in between weather systems. It's actually called a ridge of high pressure, where the winds tend to be fairly light. You can see that from the wind arrows. Windy there in the North Sea, windy out towards the west. We're in between, and actually some pretty decent weather, some sunshine I think around on Monday, with temperatures of around 12, 13 in the south, 10 in Liverpool, and about 7 degrees in Glasgow. And then that ridge of high pressure moves away, or slips away, and then the next low pressure comes in. It's that conveyor belt of weather systems being pushed by quite a strong jet stream. So we're right in the middle of this area, more or less low pressure on Tuesday. Strong winds around some of these southwestern coasts out of the west. Strong winds out of the east here in Scotland. The other side of the low, quite wet and unpleasant here around Fife and the coast of Aberdeenshire. And then that low pressure on Tuesday night into Wednesday pulls away into the continent. And there are signs of high pressure to the southwest of us trying to build in, but it's going to be quite a slow process. But I think on Wednesday, I think the best of the weather will be across Scotland, Northern Ireland, but many North Sea coasts and also the southeast, often cloudy, and probably some spits and spots of rain as well, really feeling quite chilly, for example, on the Lincolnshire coastline. And then the next few days, so Thursday, Friday into the following weekend, look how this high pressure tries to build in, but to the north of it, weather fronts are sort of running around the area of high pressure, so not necessarily turning settled everywhere. So here's the summary then for Sunday and Monday onwards, and it does look as though things may settle down, at least across some southern areas, as we head towards the end of the following week. That's it from me. Bye-bye.